time for you to evolve, to become this Queen of Swords that says enough is enough. I've had enough of people taking advantage of me, and I'm going to stop it. I'm going to put boundaries, protect my energy, and I will evolve into a new person. I will evolve into a version of myself that is focused on their dream and their goals. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Moran and you are on Moran Arcana Readings, and this is going to be a reading for the new moon in Gemini happening now. So yeah, we will have a tarot reading as always, and then I pulled 3 oracles just to give you a little bit more messages. But as always, I will start with the tarot and then I will go ahead with the oracles. So I'm gonna put this on the side for now, and then at the end I will take them back to have more messages. But yeah, we're gonna start with the tarot. So I will shuffle the deck 3 times and I will cut the pile in 3. While I shuffle the cards, if you can think of your situation, think of the things that you may be waiting to know, if you are a little bit, you know, waiting for an answer for something, or you just want some more clarity, think of your situation while I shuffle the cards, and then we'll go ahead with the reading. So as always, this is a general reading, this is not a personal reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. And this is only for entertainment purpose, so I am not responsible for the decision that you will make after seeing this reading. Even if it can give guidance, I am not responsible for the decisions that you make, because you ultimately have a free choice. So there is a card that flew out of the deck, as you could see. I usually don't include these in the reading, but I take them and after I pull the cards and after the main reading I will just have a look at this, because sometimes it can be an extra message that needs to be given to you by your guides or angels, but not necessarily tied to the reading. So let's have a look at what we have. Okay, so we have 1, 2 major arcana, so it's the most prominent energies will be there. But yeah, so let's have a look what we have here. We have the Justice card, which is nice next to the 6 of Pentacles that is just there. But Justice card is just basically saying that whatever you put out in the universe is now coming back to you. So it could be good, it could be bad, but looking at the reading, I think like it's mostly good. There's also some kind of action that needs to be taken. I will speak to you more in details. But Justice is basically the card of karma. So it's basically saying that karma is coming around now, and whatever you put out in the universe is going to be given to you. So if you put good out in the universe, if you've been good with people, if you've been, you know, spreading love and all these type of things, it will come back to you. But also if you've been doing bad things, unfortunately this is also coming back to you. But that also means that the people that have been bad to you, the karma is also coming to them, you know. So your karma is linked to also other people, and the people that potentially have, you know, done something bad to you, betrayed you, hurt you in some ways, that also is coming back to them. So, you know, sometimes when we say don't do anything, if someone hurts you, don't do anything, karma will take care of it. Well, it's the time now where karma is coming into action. So there's this aspect. There's also, you know, the aspects of like the universe giving you what you deserve. So justice is coming back to you. And as I said, it's interesting that it's next to the 6 of Pentacles, because the 6 of Pentacles also speak about some sense of justice, some kind of justice being back to you. As you can see, these 2 people, they carry both a scale. So yeah, there's the scale here, and there's the sword that is a kind of a symbol for clarity, a symbol for truth, and a symbol for justice. And the scale obviously is a sign of justice, you know, when we have to weigh our hearts against a feather, you know, and if the scale goes one way or the other. But yeah, it's basically saying it's an energy of karma. It's an energy that says like Karma is at play. Karma is coming back to you, whether you've done good or bad, is coming back to you. So if you've been waiting for an answer of something, you know, you've been waiting, you've been like, I've put the efforts, I've done good things, and nothing is happening, nothing is moving. This card is saying things are going to start to move. The universe has seen the effort, the universe has seen that you were doing things from your heart and not for greed, for example, and is going to reward you. So then we have the Six of Pentacles. As I said, it's also kind of a card of justice. It's kind of balance more than justice, but justice, you know, justice is also bringing balance. It's almost like the universe is bringing balance together in your life, from what I can see here. But the Six of Pentacles speaks about you having finally an exchange of energy that is fair. So if you've been giving energy to someone or something, the energy is coming back to you. So if you've been giving money, it's the same. Sorry. If you've been giving time, it's the same. So maybe you've been given time to a person, you know, you've been helping them, you've been advising them, you've been sorting them out in their life, and you were doing this with no expectations. Yes, fair, but at some point it became a little bit too much, and this person was relying too much on you, on your time, your energy, your money maybe, but they were never really giving back. Even though their situation might have been sorted, they are still not giving back. They're still taking but not giving back. And this card is saying basically the energy is being rebalanced. And I think it's part you, but also part the universe. The universe is putting the scales back to normal. So you will receive the energy that you give out to others or to a situation. So it won't be you won't feel like unfairness is at play. You know, you won't feel like you're not able to do the things that you want to do because you spend too much energy doing something or helping someone. Is being sorted at the minute by the universe. There's also the Queen of Swords that is there, so that means that it could also have to come back from you. So it's kind of like a co-relationship with the universe. The universe is ready to, you know, set the scales up, but and give you your karma, but it's kind of also you have to put some boundaries. You have to realize that some people may have taken too much from you and not giving enough. But yeah, there's a rebalancement. There's a rebalancement of your energies. Then we have the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles, I feel like usually I would say the Five of Pentacles is a card of like scarcity, is a card that you need to ask for help. And I think at this for this reading in particular, I think like you need to help yourself. It's more like you need to help yourself. You need to realize that, you know, karma needs to be at play and karma needs to be played out. And the people that have been taken too much from you, whether it's at work or your personal life or whatever, it's time for you to realize that enough is enough. The Five of Pentacles is basically showing two people here that are outside a church, and they could easily go inside the church and, you know, find refuge, but they refuse to do it. So it's almost like they're not seeing it, and there's a lot of aspects of you not seeing things, not seeing signs, not seeing help. But I would say like more than asking for help, which you can do, which the card of the Five of Pentacles speaks about this, about asking for help when we need it. But I feel like it's also you have to help yourself by putting boundaries. You have the Queen of Swords here again, and we will speak about it a little bit later, but there's an energy of you having to put boundaries now. It's time for you to focus on you and focus on your energy, so you don't stay in this mentality and this feeling of scarcity. I feel like you've been giving a lot, you've been giving a lot of energy and time and money. Whatever it can be is something earthly, you know. It's not like you've been giving spiritual support or whatever. It's very earthy. It's a very earthy energy, so I feel like it could be more money related. And I feel like you've been giving this to people or to situations that, because it didn't give you back your energy, so you've always been giving and not receiving, now it's putting you in a scarcity mindset. It's putting you in a, I can't do this because I don't have enough money, because I need to help this person and I need to help this person and I need to put money into this and to that. So it's time for you to put boundaries and be like, okay, I've helped you. I'm speaking about as an example, you know, if you've been helping a person with their finances for many years, maybe it's time for you to say, okay, I've helped you for so many years. Now I have goals and objectives in my life that I want to achieve. So I won't be able to give you the same amount of money, or I won't be able to give you money at all, because I need to save up this money to build my own dream life, you know. And I feel like it's more in this sense that you need to help yourself to get out of this scarcity mindset. It's more to let karma play out, but also push the karma a little bit to be able to set the scales up again and have a fair exchange of energy. So maybe some people will be disappointed and will be sad with your decision, but ultimately that's what you need to do to be able to build your own dream life. Okay, so you will need to at some point put some boundaries with people, and that's what the Queen of Swords is saying as well. So I'm gonna give you more detail about this card, but at the minute that's the energy. Then we have the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is a card that speaks about, it can speak about different things. It can speak about you having a feeling that you are bored of your current situation and you're trying to escape this current situation. It could be because of this, you know, people draining your energy, people draining your time, people draining your energy, so you don't see you don't see a future. Basically, you feel like a little bit stuck where you are now because of the people draining your energy. Now, as I said, the energies are being rebalanced. The universe is helping you anyway, you know, rebalance the energies. But I feel like that's what you're feeling at the minute. You feel it a little bit bored. You feeling like, you know, you're stuck in a position. Your life is kind of always the same. You go to work and then you come back, you help this person, and then the day after it repeats. Or maybe you just feel like, you know, you are feeling this people draining you, but you're not you don't have the courage to tell them, okay, I see the pattern now and I'm tired, but you don't dare to tell them, which makes you drained of your energy as well. Because the Four of Cups are related to emotions and, you know, emotional state. So you kind of like drained and emotionally, just because you have these people or situation draining you of your resources, and then you don't have the energy to fight for your own energy or your own, you know, fulfillment, your own happiness. But it's also a card that speaks about signs being sent to you. So as I told you, the universe is helping you, restoring the balance, and is helping you, sending you signs of what you need to do. Maybe some red flags, maybe some opportunity to escape the situation. But because you're so focused on, you know, the things that you're so tired and you're so focused on trying to get to the next day, that you don't see those signs. So this card is an advice to pay attention more to the signs that the universe can send you. So for example, you will see an angel number, so a mirror number, so like 1111, 2222, 444, all these type of numbers that, for example, you go to the store, and when you go to the cashier, the amount that you have to pay is something like 777. You know, even if you try to do it, it will take you forever to do in the shop and calculate how much it would how much things need to cost for you to get 777 at the end. But if it happens automatically, and if it happens without you, you know, trying out, it's a sign, you know. And especially if you notice the 777, if the person say, oh yeah, it's 7, I don't know, euros, dollars, pounds, £7, 777, you would not even like pay attention. But if you notice it, if you see it, if you hear it and you like, oh, that's a weird number, that's a sign that the universe is trying to send to you. And you should look up the numbers on Google. If you type, I don't know, 777 angel number, usually the first little paragraph on Google gives you a little bit of a description of what it is, the meaning. So yeah, that's an energy of, you know, having signs from the universe. The universe and karma is at play, so the universe is trying to help you restore the balance, but you need to have your eyes open. This person has the eyes closed, so they can't even see, you know, the sign, the cup, the new cup being sent to them, the new emotional fulfillment being sent to them. Maybe they finished all the cups there and they're just like praying for a new one to arrive, and one arrives, but because the eyes are closed, they don't see it. It's kind of like the energy of this, you know. You need to open your eyes a little bit more to the signs that are there for you, because things are being sent to you, opportunities, signs, maybe in your dreams, even messages, and you're not seeing them. And it could be because you are tired. Of course it can be, and that's maybe why you need to put some boundaries to be able to refocus on these signs, these messages, refocus a little bit more on yourself as well. So next we have the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is a card that speaks about it speaks about two things. It speaks about, mostly what I would say in this reading is a connection with a more spiritual side of yourself, to be able to reconnect to what you really want to achieve and restore your energy. So this person, although the message of the card is not this, you know, this person is in a meditative position, you know. It's almost like they are meditating, they're trying to manifest this cup, and it's manifested, but they don't see it. And I feel like that's what you have to do, is a little bit more connecting with a higher part of yourself, connecting a little bit more with, you know, the spiritual side of yourself, to be able to get the answers that you need to escape this situation and restore the balance. So it could be that, but it could also represent the fact that you may need, again, this card speaks about maybe asking for help, and this is also a card that can say, like, maybe you need to look for some mentoring, maybe you need to look for some advices for someone that has maybe lived your situation and is aware of how, like, is aware of your situation and can give you the best advices, or can give you the best addresses to go to, the best you know, people to speak to, all these type of things. So maybe there's an aspect of you also having to connect with kind of a mentor, someone that can help you finding, you know, the way to escape, because they've lived the same situations, or because they understand where you come from. Maybe it can be someone that is close to you, that understands your situation, has been telling you for years, but you've never listened, and now, you know, the signs are here and it's time to listen. You know, it's time to listen to this person. So maybe you can go back to this person and be, okay, you were right, this turned out to be exactly like you said it would, but now I need advices on how to escape. You know, escape the situation, put boundaries, whatever it can be. But yeah, and it's also a card of structure, so they might need for you to also put structure back into your life. That's why also, like, the karma is here. Balance, you need to put some balance, you need to put some structure. So maybe you need to, yeah, have a bit of a plan of action. Maybe you need to you know, put things back in order in your life, like, again, putting some boundaries with people, but it could be putting structure in your finances, putting structure in how you spend your time, and it all comes down to putting boundaries as well. So yeah, it's also a card of structure, so important messages there. And then finally we have the Queen of Swords that I've been speaking about, and you can see here on the Hierophant and on the Queen of Swords, this thing there that is, you know, I don't know how to call it, but it's like, here it looks like water, and here it looks a little bit more like clouds maybe. But I had to mention it, and I feel like it's just a progression, you know. And the Queen of Swords is more the energy that you need to channel. So I would say, like, you know, it's kind of like doing this because you need to channel this energy of the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is someone that knows what they want, they know who they are, and they basically don't take any BS from anyone. So they can see through lies, they can see through deception, they can see who is worth spending energy and time with and who is not. and who needs to be cut off their life and who is not. The Queen of Swords, you can try to lie to her once, but you cannot do it twice, because if you like, it will not stay. You will not stay in their life. They will straight away see in your game, and they will cut you out of their life. And that's kind of the energy that you need to embody to be able to restore the balance, to be able to refocus on yourself and see a little bit more the signs, to be able to reconnect with a higher part of yourself, with a more spiritual part of yourself, and escape this scarcity mindset. And I feel like this scarcity mindset comes from the fact that you are drained by some situation or person. But yeah, so the Queen of Swords is not letting anyone get to her. She sees through BS, she sees through lies, she sees through deception. And I think like you starting to understand the people that need to be maybe excluded or timed out from your life, because they are taking advantage of you, they are taking too much from you. So yeah, and the Queen of Swords can sometimes appear cold and with no heart. That's just because she's looking for, you know, the truth. She's looking for justice. She's looking for fairness. So that's the energy that you need to embody. The universe is ready to give you the power now. But yeah, she's looking for truth, and you know, in truth there is no feelings. So sometimes you may hurt people, but it's ultimately, if it's going to help you, it doesn't really matter. You can always say the truth. There's a way to say it, obviously, but as long as you say the truth, it doesn't matter if it hurts people or not, because it will help you in the long term. So I think it's important for you to be true to who you are, and true to what you feel, true to your values, and put boundaries, making sure that you put boundaries. You know, this Queen of Swords has a sword and a shield. See, she's protecting herself, she's protecting her energy. She's not holding them now, but she knows that as soon as someone tries with her, she can defend herself. She's not scared. And I think that that's the energy of you have to embody this month, or you know, for whenever you see this reading. I say this month because it's usually between this new moon and the next one, but it's usually whenever, like, time is a construct from humans. So whenever you see this message, is gonna be the right time. But yeah, you need to protect your energy, you need to protect yourself, and you need to start putting boundaries, okay? And if you need to cut people off your life, well, then you need to cut people off your life. You know, maybe there's a reason for this. They've been taking advantage of you for too long, so it's time for them to go, and find back your balance, find back your energy, and you will be able to escape this fear and this situation of like feeling always in a scarcity mindset. So now we're gonna have a look at this card that flew out of the reading. So it can, of the shuffling, sorry, it can complement the reading, or it can be an extra message that is not related to this. So we'll just have a look together. And it's the Five of Wands. So yeah, again, it's a little bit of a card that speaks about, so usually it speaks about competition, but this is more in a sense that you need to almost fight your nature, because you're not someone that is usually very good with, you know, putting boundaries. You don't want to hurt people, maybe you don't want to disappoint people. So it's almost like you have to fight yourself to be able to put these boundaries. So it's almost a message here that says like you need to be competitive with yourself. Basically, within yourself you need to be competitive, you need to have strength, you need to be strong, and you need to rise to the top, okay? But within yourself. And there's nothing wrong with, you know, putting boundaries, being truthful, being saying how it is. If people are behaving badly, there's no shame, there is nothing wrong with telling them you've been behaving badly with me, and now it's enough is enough. I've had enough, and you had many chances, and now I don't want to give you more chances. It's over. There's nothing wrong with taking back your power, basically. But I feel like it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge for you, because it's not in your nature to do this. But you have to challenge yourself, you have to be competitive with yourself, you have to not be afraid and rise to the top, because it's going to be what is going to help you escape this situation and move the energy in a totally different path. So for now, I feel like there's a little bit of a stuck energy, but you need to challenge yourself to come out of this energy, and that comes by embodying the Queen of Swords energy, putting boundaries, protecting your energy, so the karma can restore the balance and restore, you know, the energy exchange fairness. So if you give, you receive, and if you receive, you give. You know, there needs to be an exchange. It can't be you giving and not receiving anything, because it keeps you in this scarcity mindset. You're always afraid of not having enough. So yeah, that was the tarot reading. So now we're going to have a look at the oracles. If you like this reading, please remember to like, comment, subscribe. I'm always interested to know how it resonates with your life, but also liking, commenting and subscribing is also helping the channel grow and spread the message. So yeah, thank you very much. I will again shuffle the deck 3 times, and I will cut the pile in 3, and we'll see how many cards want to come out. I usually pull 2 or 3 depending on how I feel, but I feel like I might have to pull 3 for this deck. We also have 2 decks after that, so I don't want to pull too many cards and then the message becomes like, you know, too much, but we'll see. For now, I feel like 3 cards is going to be what I'm gonna do with this deck. So let's have a look. Protection, accept help, synchronicity. Well, it's basically everything that I've been saying since the beginning of this reading. So we have protection. I told you, you need to protect your energy, you need to protect yourself, you need to put boundaries. So the card is ring around the moon, protection. So yeah, you need to protect your energy. The moon is also related to emotion and intuition, so it's also like protect your emotions, and it's almost protect your emotions, but it's also giving me an aspect of like, don't think with your heart. It's not time anymore to think with your heart, it's time to think with your mind. And again, I told you, the truth, say the truth, and in truth there is no emotion, it's just facts. And I think like that's what is telling me as well, is just protect your energy, but protect your emotion, but also it's almost like take your heart out of the situation and judge the facts by what they are, and make decisions based on facts and logic and your mind more than your emotions. So it's almost like put your heart on the side, protect it, and make decisions based on logic. Then we have accept help. So this is also the energy of the 5 of Pentacles. I told you it can be an energy that says like, if you need help, don't hesitate to ask for help, because these 2 people are outside and there's a church behind them. They could easily go inside the church and look for help, but they don't do it. But you can also do that. And I told you with the Hierophant, maybe there's a person that has been trying to help you, and you can maybe go back to them and ask for help again. Or maybe it's a new person, you know, maybe you just need to ask for help to someone else, like someone completely new, or an association, a company that you know, whatever it can be. But yeah, accept help when it comes. So this is called the Yin Moon, and accept help, it says. So accept help when it comes. I told you also with this, the universe is sending you signs to try to help you. You just need to open your eyes, and that's basically this, you know, accept help from the universe. The universe is trying to help you. Karma is trying to come at play. So accept when it's coming, you know, see the signs and accept the help. Again, this card feels very much like this person is in the dark, but they could easily work out. They could easily do that. And then we have synchronicity, the moon's moment, synchronicity. And that's what I told you, there's 2 aspects when I see this card. There's the justice card, where I told you karma is coming at play. So karma is coming, so whether, you know, you see you put good, it would come back to you. If you put bad, it come back to you. But if people have been bad with you, it's also coming to them, and it will come to them with you acting on this. But it's also, as I said, you know, all the mirror numbers, like with, for example, if you look at the time and it's 11:11, it's all this type of synchronicities that the universe is trying to help you, is trying to send you help, and you need to listen, to see, to hear all the messages that the universe is trying to help you. Or maybe, you know, you have situations where, I don't know, you enter a lift and then someone in the lift enters at the same time as you, and they happen to be in the same situation as you or living the same situation as you, and they give you advices. You know, it's all this type of kind of synchronicity that are very orchestrated by the universe. So pay attention, open your eyes to the signs that could happen around you, whether it's, you know, mirror numbers, angel numbers, or kind of synchronicities like this. So now we're going to look at another deck. I will pull, I don't know, 2 or 3 cards for this, from this deck. But yeah, again, let me know in the comments if it resonates with you and if you like the reading. I mean, it's always interesting to see how it relates to, how it connects to people. Because I'm connecting with the collective energy, which means many people will live this experience. It doesn't mean that everyone is living this experience. Some of you may feeling like you living half of what I'm describing, and it's all good, you know, but I'm always interested to see. So let's have a look at, I will pull 3 cards as well. And we have, the first one, we have a wish. So again, there's some kind of like a wish that you've been making, maybe like you've been trying to manifest some kind of wish and you have your eyes closed, like I say, so you don't see it. So there's a wish that is there, but this card also says that all your wish can become true, basically. So make a wish upon the stars is the best moment at the minute, because karma is at play and the universe is behind you. So if you make a wish, there's good chances that it's going to happen to you. Then we have gratitude, and gratitude is a card that speaks about whether you're living a bad situation or, you know, like a difficult situation, there are also good aspects of your life. So you need to be grateful for what you have, you need to be grateful for what you experience, in order to be able to attract more of good things, you know. So if you focus only on the bad, only bad things will happen. But if you focus also on the good, you can also find a balance between good and bad. And if you focus on the good, good things will happen to you again. That's kind of karma. So if you're grateful, if you practice an attitude of gratitude, like we say, you will attract more of the good things, you know. So again, it's karma being at play. So now is the best time to be grateful for what you have and focus on the positive things. And then we have evolve. So you can see this butterfly, this person becoming like a kind of butterfly. So there is an aspect of you evolving into this Queen of Swords energy, on needing to do this, you know, needing to change. I told you that you need to challenge yourself with the 5 of Wands. You need to challenge yourself to become this Queen of Swords that, you know, is not taking BS anymore. And you becoming a new version of yourself that now is focusing on themselves. You're focusing on what you want to achieve. You're focusing on what you are, what your goals are, what your dreams are, what your dream life is. And yeah, it's time for you to evolve, to become this Queen of Swords that says enough is enough. I've had enough of people taking advantage of me, and I'm going to stop it. I'm going to put boundaries, protect my energy, and I will evolve into a new person. I will evolve into a version of myself that is focused on their dream and their goals. And finally, we're going to have a look at this oracle and see what messages there are in there. I will also pull 3 cards, I think, just to see what messages we have. I usually don't put 3 cards for all of them, but I feel pulled to take 3 cards of each deck, so we will follow what we've been feeling to do. So let's have a look at what messages. It's a little bit hard to shuffle because it's a circle, so it's not easy, but it will be okay. Okay, so we have one here, Okay, so we have the first one, it's a joy, and it says enjoy the little things. There's also enjoy the little things. That's basically gratitude, right? It's being grateful for even the little things that you have, okay? So it could just be like you're in good health. If you're grateful for being in good health, or you're grateful because you have a circle of friends that is amazing, or you're grateful because you can walk every day, or you're grateful because you have a dog. You know, it can be all this type of tiny things like this. But yeah, enjoy the little things. So that's the message. There's a ladybird here as well, so if you see a ladybird, and it's also a card of is related to luck as well. So I told you with the wish, it's the perfect time to make a wish, because it's kind of like the karma and the universe is behind you at this time. But yeah, ladybird is a sign of luck as well. But it's also like if you see a ladybird in your life, whether it's on TV, whether, you know, a ladybird comes and sits on you, whatever, it's kind of a message again from the universe. So open your eyes. It will be a message from the universe to tell you to remember this reading, to come back to this reading in your head and remember all the things that I've said. Then we have number 42, sneaky person, a person with a questionable moral compass. So there is someone, maybe one person, maybe two, maybe three, but there's someone around you that is taking your energy, that is sneaky. They don't really have your best interest in mind. They are really taking your energy, taking your time, taking your money, taking whatever they can. They are basically a vampire, energy vampire. They take whatever they can and they never give back. So there is this person that you need to cut off from your life, okay? They've been taking advantage of you for too long, and now it's time to say enough is enough. And it will lead to a better life. It will lead it will leave you with a better life, and it will lead you to joy, to experience joy. And the last card we have is love, true feelings. So again, it's not necessarily a card of love. It's more, as I said before, be true to yourself. Be okay to share your true feelings, and not like love related. It can be if you're looking for love. Maybe you need to speak to someone about this. But it's also more related to express your true feelings, express how you feel about a certain person or situation, and say enough is enough. So yes, that was the reading for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, let me know in the comments if it resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It helps me and the channel grow. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye bye.